Hi, welcome back to next session of economy. This is Shivaprasad Yadav. Now, in previous session, we have seen that monetary aggregates and their significance with respect to economic growth and development, and more precisely with respect to industry. Now, if we or you want to have a firm grip on what is M1, what is M2, what is M3, what is M4, or what is M0, what is narrow money, what is reserve money, what is broad money, it is mandatory to have in how many ways money flows or flow of money will be there in the economy, or supply, total stock of the money, total supply of the money. There are some basic things we are supposed to know. For example, if this is money in the economy, then the very first point is money in the hands of the people. Or you can say that so we generally know that there will be money with the people, and that is money in the hands of the people, so it can be currency under circulation. And if the people wants to save the money in bank account, so it can be in the form of savings account, it can be in the form of current account. So this is general banking terminology. General banking, whether they want to put it in saving accounts, whether they want to put it in current account. And one more thing, one very basic thing, post office deposits. I'm giving numbers. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. So money in the economy, currency under circulation, post office deposits, savings, current account, and term deposits, demand deposits. Savings account is a demand deposit actually. So we are left with term deposits. Let it be numbered 5. And there is a special case called other deposits with RBI. And this particular segment has to be focused separately because it has many components. Other deposits with RBI, it has many components. So in simple terms, keep an eye on this thing. We have 6 numbers on the board. One, the very first number says that currency under circulation, and one more number, number 2, number 3, whether it is a current account amount or savings account amount, it comes under demand deposit only. And you have term deposits also, and money can be in the form of certificates of deposit also. One more thing is there, I'm adding a different color to it, so it is number 7. So in total you have 7 numbers are there on the board, and this is a general concept only. We know that currency is under circulation, money is there, will be there in the hands of the people. So generally in an economy, in how many ways you can see money, where you can find money, the number of places where you can find money, the number of places we can see money in the hands of the people, currency under circulation. So and savings account, current account, whatever the money is there in savings account, in current accounts, and post office deposits we have, in term deposits we have, in terms of certificates of deposits we have. And this is a special category because it has a number of segments, other deposits with RBI. So keep an eye on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers are there. If this is a general concept only, no need to have any superficial knowledge. We all know that key money will be there like this only, but only arrangement is the problem. Proper arrangement is the problem. So whenever you have this concept, until and unless everything is completed, we cannot understand what is M1, what is M0, what is M3, what is M4, whatever it may be related to monetary aggregates, because this is the money in the economy, and this will be segmented, segregated actually. Segregated as M0, segregated as M1, M2, M3, M4, depending on what kind of the order is taken by that particular central government. Whether M1, M2, M3, M4 or M0, M1, M2, M3. Likewise, it depends. Because from the beginning to 1967, we used to take only M. From 1967 to 1977, we have different kind of thing, and from 1977 to 1998 again we have a different kind of thing, and at present we are done with that. Is past of history. I don't want to include. We have used M, we have used M1, M2, M3. It leads to confusion only. So up to 97 one pattern we have followed, 67 we have followed one pattern, 67 to 77 one pattern, 77 to 98 to one pattern, and 98 is a fresh pattern. That's what we are following now. So that is only important in our point of view. So this is the thing which is the base for narrow money or broad money or reserve money. If you know these simple things, then while explaining M1, M2, M3, M4, it will be easy. And there also I'll explain in detail what are these things exactly. So that's all for this session. The focus point is where and in how many places we can see money in economy. Where whatever the money is there in the economy, supply of money, stock of money, wherever it is, it has to be placed here only. So it has to be placed in M1, M2, M3, M4. So whatever the total monetary aggregates are there, will give you, as I explained in the previous session, will give you the status of the economy, how the people are thinking about spending, how the people are thinking about savings, etc., etc., etc. So in my next session, I'll try to elaborate it more when I'm taking each parameter individually. Thank you.